everyone, welcome back to Budget with Sass. Sorry it's a bit late. I would usually do this on a Saturday or Sunday, and I think that going forward I'm just going to do it on a Sunday always, between 6 and 6:30. But we was away this weekend and it was just a lot trying to get this done, get my head straight on where I was in my budget for it to upload yesterday. So I'm doing it now, just before dinner. I'm going to edit and upload while dinner's cooking. So I'm feeling on it to try and be really scheduled this afternoon. But I'm just going to do a quick one on showing you my penny savings challenge, because it finally arrived. And then I have some new envelopes that I want to do, because just so that I've got some extra spending, and really make sure I budget for that, so I can really get my unbudgeted spend under control. Then I've done a small savings challenge. I want to show you one that my daughter has made that she's really proud of, and then just finish these last bits off, because next week I'll be going over my monthly budget again, getting myself ready, see what I still have left in my monthly envelopes, and getting ready for a new month of getting out cash, and hopefully a little bit better in planning and reducing those unbudgeted spends. So let's quickly do the penny savings challenge first, because I've been so excited to get this, and I finally know now who I bought it from. So it was the Budgeting Bear. I will find them on I think it was on Etsy, and then I will put the link in the description for you guys. If you haven't already had one or you haven't seen them, then please feel free to use that to purchase yours, because I don't know, it goes for £667.95, and then you have a bonus £202.05 to bring you up to £670, which I will try use for definite, just to round that up. But yeah, so I want to use this first today. I'm so excited. I've already counted it so it wasn't too noisy while I was recording, so we'll do that in a second. But I just want to show these freebies that she gave, which are really cute. Heads and tails, you put them out in the heads and the tails, and then once you've done one you cross them off, which is great. And then you've got, the son has got his hat on one, which does £50. So this one I can put as much as I think it's going to be, and then this one's £50. So I'm going to laminate them so I can reuse them, because I don't want to waste them now. So I'll do that, and I'll put those in a different challenge later on in future run size. It's really nice, love that. And then let's get colouring in these. So I'm going to use a really nice pink Sharpie, and the change comes up to £5.59. So I'm going to start with the biggest one first, mine in 365. Let's colour that up. And then I've got 194 left, which I will put up there. Oh, I don't know about you guys, but this weekend went way too fast, and then I had today off to catch up with everything. Back at work tomorrow. Fun times. So this will live in a new folder I'm going to buy that I have to budget for next month, because I've got my short-term sinking funds, I have my monthly, and then I'm going to get a savings challenge binder, because I'm getting a few now. So this one's going to live in there once that arrives, and I've ordered it, so I'm going to put that over there for now. I'm so excited that I'm starting the pennies challenge. Makes me want to have more pennies. Maybe unstuffing each week will probably give me more pennies to save. So yeah, and then just while we're talking about the new folder, this will also live in the new folder. And what I've done is I've made myself a small savings challenge. So it's just this and an envelope, rather than me making all the laminated envelopes. And this is just for a sewing class. So they're quite expensive, and there's not very many where I live, if any at all. Every time I try to find one, they only do maybe 2 a year, and they're all sold out. So I will need to go to London. So this is to pay for the actual class, the train fare for London. You have to buy your own fabric and threads, buttons, things like that. So I'm hoping that will be enough. This won't be straight away savings challenge, just see how next month goes, and making sure I'm saving for the things that are important first, which are going to be saving for, well not saving, but putting money aside to clear my debt. So I want to make sure this week that I finish getting the rest of those balances. Some of them I had to call, I was on hold for a long time, I just didn't have enough time to wait. So that's going to be definitely this week. I do hope that I can put something in, even if it is just £5, because I have done buttons for £5, needle and thread for £10, scissors for £20. So hopefully if it's just a little bit in, that'll be exciting to know that I can get a class in. So anyway, so that's another one that's going to go into my new folder with the penny challenge. So that's 2 savings challenges, which is exciting. And then I have made the other envelopes that I had that I planned for you. Let me show you. If my last video, I talked about how my miscellaneous envelope just didn't have enough, it didn't work for me. So I wanted to make sure I sorted out my unbudgeting by making new envelopes. So I've made a clothing, a craft and spending envelope. And then I've still got my penny challenge that I need to do for our joint account. So that's another one to still do, but we'll do that next week. So yeah, so I've got that now, and just want to show you this cute little clipboard I just got from Tesco's to help me keep it all neat and tidy, because this was in a notepad and it kept falling out, it was all ripping. So now this is really neat and tidy, keep everything together, and then still having these little bits of paper. If I need any, I've got a notepad inside. So this is all lovely, and I love things that look nice and neat, and it's really beautiful green. And it's on offer, I think it was something like £3, £2. So if you're in Tesco's anytime soon, that's where they are. I think there's a pink one as well, but anyway, getting distracted. So yeah, so all of those envelopes have been made, and then I've got one left to make. Well, not one, they're going to be these ones for all of the different dominations of money, and then I think I'm just going to do them in black, so it's really clear that they're for our joint account and not for my one. So I've got those to do. I'll try and get them done this week. But yeah, the envelopes I made, so I did spending, clothing and crafts. So I know that crafts is a monthly thing. I won't give myself too much, so I can save if I don't use it in a month or a week, but it definitely is something I spend every single month, something on it. So I'm going to have these 2, spending and crafts, in my monthly one, and then I'll put clothing in my short-term sinking funds. And I'm going to do this one for me and my little girl, I think. Yeah, because it's usually a seasonal thing. But I don't usually buy tons of clothes all the time. It's usually, it goes into a new season, autumn, winter comes, and I realise I don't have enough jumpers or whatever. So it might be a little bit too late for this season, but I'll put some in, and then I'll just have to stick to my budget. I can't go over. If not, then I'll have to have less spending that month. So that's the plan. So that's going to go, I might put that in there now. So that's going to go in this sinking funds one. I'll put it after days out. Got the clothing, because I'll probably lose it. And then we've got spending and craft in the monthly one. Leave bank at the back. Spending, crafts, pretty much the same thing really, lots of spending. Okay, so they're great. So these will be for my new one, so I've got to order that. And then I got my refund from the car shop, which was great. So I've got 20, 30, 40, 50, £50. So I'm going to be stuffing this. Do I list somewhere? Yes, I do. So I'm going to be stuffing this a little bit in spending, just to give myself some wiggle room for the last week of the month. If I don't use it, I'll keep it in there for next month, or I'll unstuff it at the end. And then I'm going to put some in my savings challenge, and then the rest in my debt, because it is important. I want it gone now. Let's start with my craft savings challenge. So I'm just going to put £10 in. So this was actually for a printer. It's my birthday this week, and my partner is lovingly giving me a printer for my birthday, because I'm a crafter and those things are really important to me. That's the kind of things that I like. So he's going to do that. So now this can be for anything else. There's lots of other crafting things that I would love to have, but it's more about space, having the space for it all. But I will keep saving, and then hopefully there'll be something that I want by the time it's full. So that would be great. So, oh yeah, I forgot I did this one all the way around. Let's use a red, and I'm going to do £10. Oh, let's put them all the same way in there. £10, which is great. Every penny definitely counts. So I've got 20, 30, £45 in there now. It's fantastic. Let that dry. Bit of a long way still to go, but we'll get there. And talking about these that I made, so I made these and I made some extra envelopes, and then my daughter decided that she wants to save in the challenge, so I let her have them, the envelopes that I made, and I made her a tech one. So she wants a new iPad because hers is dying and so on, but they're quite expensive. I said to her, why don't you try and save for it yourself instead of me using all of the money at Christmas or something to buy you one present. So she's going to try and attempt to save it herself. I will give her a little bit of money at Christmas or on her birthday towards it, but it's about her learning how to earn something. So this is her tech savings challenge, and she's already got she's used board marker, 5, 10, 20 and 20, so she's got £50 already, which was leftover money from her birthday that she didn't spend because she doesn't like spending her own money. So she's got some of that in there. We did them all out herself, bless her. She really loved it. So that's great that she started her challenge, and we'll see how she gets on, bless her. And then the next ones of these is £30 into my debt. I already wrote it in there, ready. So 20, 30 into debt, so that's £50, and I think one of them's quite small, like 100 and something pounds. That's one I've not got the balance for. So hopefully next month I can pay one off, and I'll be so excited to have one paid off, because they have been around for a very long time, and I know there's no interest on them, and they're not bothering me, they're not sending me tons of letters or none of that, but it's just the fact that I still owe it, and I know I owe it, so I really want to get that paid. And then £10 into my spending. I did go out on in the week for dinner with one of my friends, and I'd already used all my eating out because it's summer holidays. We've gone out so many times, but I had £20 in here, if you saw my last video, for the train to go to London for a little party for one of our suppliers for work, and unfortunately I can't go because I have a work thing really early in the morning the next day, and it just seems stressful on the train. So I used that £20 to go out for the dinner with my friend. It was just like a cheap pub little lunch, but it was really nice actually, not lunch, dinner. They had an offer on, so I've used that £20 already, and that 30 in there is left for my birthday. So yeah, so I was struggling with this, but I'm hoping come September, when everyone's back, when the kids are back at school, there's less eating out. I really do hope so. Spending, so I'll put £10 in here. I've got a little bit of wiggle room now, which feels good. And then that's for banks, which will unstuff all of that stuff next week when I get paid. So with that all in there, that's all stuffed. There was one more thing I wanted to do in this one actually, which was food. So our joint account goes from the 25th to 25th because my partner actually gets paid on the 25th, not at the end of the month. So I just done the last of our shopping for this month, so week 4, which now means, so I just spent £98, but there's quite a lot of meat in there. I say meat, but like fish and stuff, because we had some meat last week. So I've got £79.98 left, and I'm really excited because this is going to help to go towards a few big renovations we want in our house. One of them we're doing ourselves, so I'm hoping that this, because we can do it a little bit each month, can go towards that. We do have some savings in our joint and we will be continuously saving that, but they'll probably be for the really big jobs where we're going to actually have to get somebody in, or we're going to have to buy things in bulk. But this, if I can do this for the next couple of months, it's going to pay for smaller things, like I think we need like 2 fence panels. So, you know, this month, if I can save roughly about the same, next month, that's the 2 fence panels. Yeah, so I'm hoping that I can be really vigilant on food over the next few months. So let's just double check that's the right amount of money. $79.98, so 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. And then I will gently do this and not hurt anyone's ears. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, so 79, 50, 70, that is a 20, very dirty one. 70, 90, 5, 2, 7, sorry, 8. There we go. 79, 98. It's gonna go in my beautiful glass dish. And then when I've done the penny challenge, the penny envelopes, these ones for joint, they will go in there. So they're not in here, and then hopefully this just mounts up, because it might not at the beginning because we're buying stuff for that renovation, but hopefully it will after. I'll put that in there as well actually. Haven't made them yet. Bear with me, really try to do it gently. Okay, and very quietly move that. So that is all of those bits. So I think that is everything now. Everything's done. The only thing left to do really is to say a massive thank you to all of my subscribers. I am over 100 now. I think I'm 115 when I last looked, something like that. So that's fantastic. And it's not even just the subscribing, which is so lovely that you do that, but also all those who comment, give me the thumbs up. Oh, it's just so nice, and it really makes a big difference, because it makes me want to go and double check what my budget is, and makes me want to share it with you, keep accountable, try my hardest not to go over budget, and hopefully it inspires somebody else to give it a go, because cash can be difficult. I've been caught out many times, especially with petrol. Petrol is the one that gets me, but that's fine because I keep a buffer, so when I need to I just put it into bank. I try not to let it stress me out, but I still really enjoy doing the cash, and I still really enjoy putting petrol out, taking petrol out, because that is something that I didn't control very well. I'll just fill the tank and then not even know when how long it was last, and just fill it again, and it just gets ridiculous. It makes me accountable, really makes me, right, do I need to be going out 3 times and going everywhere that week? Let's try reduce it and really try and keep on budget. You know, if you have any questions, I'm sure there's loads of other budgeters on here that have a little bit more experience than me, as this is pretty much my first proper month where I've been doing the paper ones since, I think I started in April, before I got to this stage. But if you do need anything, then please say, and I think I might do a giveaway for 200 or 250 subscribers. Let's see how quick I can make the envelopes. So please let me know what you guys think. Shall I do a small one like this that comes with an envelope and I could write something on the envelope, and then, or I can do a whole one like this. This would take me a little bit longer, but yeah, I can do one of these, and then I don't know, maybe £500 one. But yeah, and then I just need to have to figure out how I do a giveaway on YouTube. I've seen other people do it, so I'm gonna give it a go, which will be great. So yeah, I will try that. That's it, guys, for today. Thank you so much for coming and watching my channel. I always say come in like you go anywhere, you're at home watching it, but thank you for joining me. And I will try and make sure that my videos are up a little bit more consistently on a Sunday between 6:30, and we'll be doing the budgets next week, depending on where we are with subscribers. Hopefully I will start making some envelopes, and then we can pin down what number I should do, and then we'll do a free giveaway, which should be fantastic and fun. So thank you, I hope you enjoy your week, and I will speak to you all again soon on Sunday. If you haven't already, please subscribe and maybe a thumbs up if you've got a second. I really appreciate it. Thank you, bye.